Hey, it's the Trout Ninja here. Hello, field tester. Hey, I'm mailing out your stuff today. Today is the 12th of April. Look, it's going to show up in an envelope like this. Is the number 12 business envelope with the Simpsons, stamp, and it's going to look like this. I flattened it out. I made a ball and I flattened it out so it'll go right through the mail. See how thin that is? It's less than 1/4 of an inch. It fits post office regulations, and it's going to look like this. I call this color dirty pink. It's got sparkles in it. It looks like silly putty. All right. When you get it, put another bag over this, or roll it up into a ball and put it into a little jar. If you're not going to fish for quite some time, it's all right if you freeze it. It'll work coming out of the freezer. You just thaw it out, of course. It's going to feel and mold just like a power bait. All right. Okay. Obviously, this is for obsessed people, so give it a shot. If you got a couple of rods, try power bait on one. Power bait on one and then this on the other. The point is, if the trout are there and if the trout are eating, they're going to hit the bait. Now, I usually chum, like with half a dozen kernels of whole kernel corn from a can. I chum right before I even start fishing. I chum into my spot where I am, and then I set up, put this on a Trout Ninja killer rig, which is a sliding sinker with a swivel, barrel swivel, or a swivel with snap, and then about a 2-foot leader and a number 14 treble hook. That's what I've been using. Okay, again, it floats. This floats. Do that. Now, I've only used it in a pond or a lake. Okay, I've not used it in a stream, so I don't know how it'll behave in a stream. I don't know if it'll stay on the hook. So as a field tester, what I need you to commit to is looking at it, tell me what you think about it, and that's all there is to it. I could take good news, bad news. I need to know how to improve it and what you want to see and what you think about it. Now, again, it's going to smell like the ocean. All right. Now, if it starts rotting, smelling, it'll still work. By the way. Okay. That's it for right now. I'm going to shoot you an email in a couple of days because I'm going to give you my phone number where you can send me a text. This is my private line. You can send me a text. You can shoot me some pictures there too. Of course, you already have my email address. Now, if you don't want your pictures to end up on the website, then please send me a note saying, hey, don't put these pics up. Other than that, I got a great story to tell you. I was fishing on, it was Friday, late afternoon. I took off after work and I went to the lake that's about 10 miles from my house, and I caught a limited trout real fast. It was crazy. But as the evening started rolling around, after the sun went down, the trout where I had been chumming, it was like my own hatchery. It was crazy. And a couple of kids came over, and they had these huge hooks, and they had been fishing for catfish, and the rigs were, look, even if you're a catfisherman, you'd look at the rigs and say, hey, look, guys, you got to try something else. And I asked them if they had ever fished for trout, and they said no, they don't know how. So I showed them the Trout Ninja killer rig, and I set one of the rods up with them. I gave them some gear. I chummed for them, and I gave them a chunk of my bait. And the very first cast, bam, on the way down, the first kid got a hit. It was a 15-year-old kid and an 8-year-old kid. I handed the rod to the 8-year-old, so he beat out his brother right away. Then his brother caught another fish, and then his brother caught another fish, and within about 25 minutes they had 4 trout. I got an email from him. It was a comment that he put on the website, and you'll end up seeing that comment. It's regarding Southgate Park. You'll see that comment when I don't know if I've approved it yet. It came in over the weekend. You'll see the comment, what he says, and it's really cool. And that's what it's all about. Catching fish and turning people on to catching these trout, and maybe they'll turn somebody else on to catching these trout. So God bless you. Use the stuff. Report back to me. I look forward to hearing from you as quickly as possible. Thanks, field tester. See you soon. Trout Ninja.